Hello to all of my peeps. It's so good to see you here today. From my chair, special edition episode number 3. I'm so excited to have my bestie back with us again. We're recording these, I'll just be straight with you, we're recording these rapid fire back to back in her classroom, and such wonderful things. A lesson that she's been teaching, and I asked her to chop it up into pieces so that we could have it. She taught this at a ladies' Bible study here at the Lighthouse Baptist Church in Valdosta, and you needed to hear it, and it has been so good. Go back and listen to special edition episode 1 and 2 because it's so rich. Joanna, and again, this is my bestie. She's been here. She's been an associate pastor for 24 years. She's here a teacher, educator, master teacher for what, 24, 26 years, 27?
26.
26, 27 years.
We stopped counting.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. I trust her, and I want you to listen as she gives us some more of her lesson that she started a couple of weeks ago. So, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's get
take it away. Take it away. I'm excited.
Thank you again for joining us, your patience, and going through this lesson. Again, we did kind of chop it up just a little bit. So again, if you'll bear with us and then go back, and if you weren't able to hear the first part, I think some of this will make a little more sense if you have seen the other two. But we were starting with when God's plans are different than my own, when it's just not going the way I need to go. And maybe between lessons 1 and 2, maybe some things have not happened the way you wanted them to go.
Yeah.
That more than likely they have not. We talked about from small things to big things. From just something small as, it just didn't go the way you needed to. You forgot your lunch at, at home, or just things didn't go the way they were supposed to go, to the big things. And boy, the big things, that list could be a mile long of just big things, of things that God changes on us, or the world changes on us. Things happen. How do I handle it? We talked about the why they differ. You know what? God has got his reasons. He's up high. He's watching. He has his reasons. He needs to keep me close to him. Yeah. I'm never so close to him as when I'm going through a trial. When I'm going, hopefully, prayerfully you are. Some people allow it to draw them away. But God's saying, no, I want you to use this to get closer to me. And then, of course, we did talk about the fact that actions do have consequences. We got to be careful there, because sometimes we're, woe is me, and we brought it on ourselves. So, be careful with that. But I'm mainly focusing today and these lessons that we've been doing on the ones that, it wasn't your fault. That yes, none of us are perfect. We probably could have handled things differently, but sometimes some plans change, and it wasn't our fault. It's not a sin of our own. So he started talking about, how do I handle these disappointments? We talked last week about the fact that God can handle my disappointment.
Yeah.
He can handle that.
Yeah.
It's okay to go with him with questions. But we did say, don't complain. Don't complain. Be very careful of the complaining, because we talked about from Psalm 77:3, complaining overwhelms your spirit. When you get in that complaining mode, it doesn't go well. And sometimes I find myself with God, and he's like, you're not praying, you're complaining. You're not asking. I'm like, oh, sorry, Lord. Sorry. Well, then I want to talk today. This leads me to some sets, and I told you last time these are some of my favorite truths that the Lord has given me. All him, nothing of mine. But what do I do when the plans aren't going my way? The last one, it's kind of the last point, but many truths in this, is to rest in truth. Rest in truth. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. God gave me 5 different lies that we tell ourselves, or we get into when the plans didn't go our way. And I need you to combat that with truth. The first one, number one lie when you're going through troubles, it will never get better. It is always going to be like this. I will always feel this way. This relationship will always be like this. This disappointment will always be this way. This cancer, it's just not going to get better. This sickness, it's not going to get better. But you know what? The Lord has something to say about that. We've been studying Job, because Job, boy, he's just the best one to study about going through something, because God told us it wasn't his fault. Some of these in the Bible that going through trials, we don't know. Could have been their fault, may not have been. Job, we know. God said this was not his fault. This is something I asked him to go through. In Job 19, verse 25, I love this. He's talking about this horrible thing he's gone through. But then he stops. He puts this little parentheses in here. He says, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me." You know what he was saying? It will get better. The end is always better. The end is always better. No, this is never going to change. This little ministry that I'm at is never going to change. I feel like I'm stuck. God says it will get better. The end is better. In John chapter 2, verse 10, I love this. Love this here. John chapter 2, verse 10. I love when this is the first miracle, the recorded miracle of Jesus at the marriage, that they turn the water into wine. In John chapter 2, verse 10, it says, "Every man at the beginning does set forth good wine." It said, "And when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now." And I love that. God always saves his best for last.
Yeah.
Satan doesn't. Satan gives you the best verse, and there could be many a message, but don't listen to that lie. It's never going to get better. Oh, no. God always saves the best for last. Next lie that comes up, number 2. Oh, my. No one has had it like me. The woe is me. Maybe we call this the Eeyore syndrome. No one's ever had it like me. I absolutely have it the worst, And so may have gone through something, but she didn't go what I did. She didn't lose as many as I did.
Wow.
This didn't, she didn't lose her husband as early as I did. They didn't have it like I did. You know what? 1 Corinthians 10:13, and for sake of time I won't go there, but God says there's nothing new under the sun. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. There's nothing new under the sun, but that's a lie Satan uses. Well, nobody has it as bad as I do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And that's where we talked about the first one, that comparing.
Yeah.
We get into comparing. Well, it's not fair. You didn't have to go through the trials, or sometimes I look at someone going through a harder trial and I think, that's not fair. Why are they having to go through such a hard?
Wow.
I didn't have to go through it, and then I almost feel guilty for getting blessed. Oh, why am I holding a child and she's not? And then now I feel guilty because but we can't compare. Remember, all of our lives are so different. No one has had it like me. No. Face that with the truth. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Third lie that sometimes Satan throws at us: God stopped loving me. He's
Wow.
mad at me.
Wow.
And that hurts. Sometimes that you get that feeling, well, you're mad at me, God. What did I do? And we start feeling guilty, and we're not really even sure what we're feeling guilty for.
Yeah.
We just know he must be mad. He must be mad. Oh, ladies, please combat that with Psalm 52:1. The goodness of God endureth continually. Nothing can shake his love for us. Nothing. He's not mad at you. Even if you're sinning, he's not mad at you. He would like for you to get it together, but he's not mad at you. He's not. That trial may not be because of a sin. He's not mad at you. He loves you. He loves you so much. So combat that lie. He's not. God stopped loving me. No, he loves you. Oh, lie number 4. I don't deserve this. What about her? I don't deserve this. Oh, ouch. You know what? If you were to go to Lamentations chapter 3, it's of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. I deserve, some people say, I deserve hell. I deserve the cross. He took it all for me.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the truth. It's only by the grace of God that I live. It's only by the grace of God that I am what I am. Oh, be careful with that lie that Satan will try to throw at you. Oh, so many lies, so many truths, though. It'll never get better. Sure it will. God always has the best. Oh, we said, no one's ever had it like me. No, there's nothing new under the sun. God, stop loving me. No, he still loves you. That 4th lie, I don't deserve this. Oh, but it's by the grace of God. And then this last lie. Oh, I think this is one that I have fallen prey to. Oh, my goodness. I'm reteaching this to myself. God is going to disrupt all of my plans.
Wow.
You live your life waiting for the other shoe to drop. I think that's the phrase we use.
Wow.
He's going to destroy everything. He's going to change all my plans. We get so used to God is going to have to change stuff that in my mind I'm thinking he's going to change everything. I'm just waiting for it. Oh, yes, things are going great right now, but it's coming.
Oh.
The bad is coming. He's going to change it. I know he is. Oh my goodness. And you know what? And we call this our worst case scenario, but us ladies, we have this little phrase, we call it, I'm just trying to be prepared. I want to be mentally prepared. No, ladies. That is not the way we handle this. The truth is, God wants His plans to be my plans. He doesn't want to change all my plans. He just wants my plans to be His plans. Psalm 37, 3 through 5. Psalm 112:7. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. Some of us are living in this little cesspool of waiting for God to squash my plans.
Wow.
You did it before, God. You're probably going to do it again. This child will probably miscarry too. I'm not going to, I probably won't be pregnant next time either. Or, this is going to happen. My husband will probably lose this job too. This relationship will probably fail too. That person will probably leave the church too. Oh.
Yeah.
And it just is this horrible cycle that we get into. God doesn't want to ruin all of my plans. Get that out of your head. Get that. He doesn't. He just wants His best for us. Quit waiting for that other shoe to drop. Why don't you enjoy the fact the shoe's still in the air? Why don't you enjoy the fact that He loves you?
Yeah.
You know what? Psalm 127, 1 through 3. The Lord must keep the city. It's like they watchmen laboreth in vain. The Lord must keep the city. You know what? He's got it.
Yeah.
He's not up in heaven waiting to smash your plans. He's not. And be careful of that. And as ladies, I think that's because we're the worst case scenario. And everybody's personality is different, but sometimes we fall into that worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that this car will break down too. It might, but you know what? God knows about that too. So ladies, there's some lies and there's some truths. We went through those quickly, but I would encourage you, if you have a chance, not because it's anything I've said, but go back, read those through, because that's powerful. Those are some powerful things. And again, not because anything I've said, because of what God is trying to teach us, the lie versus the truth.
Give us the truth, the lies and the truth, one more time, rapid fire, if
Okay.
you would.
Yes,
Just
rapid fire.
give us the lie and the truth one more time so that we can wrap it all up and wrap all the lessons up, the lie and the truth, so we can
Okay.
study it real quick.
Okay, lie number 1, it will never get any better. The truth is, the end is always best. Number 2, no one's ever had it like me. No, the truth is there's nothing new under the sun. Number 3, God stopped loving me. No. The goodness of God endureth continually. He always loves you. Number 4, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve anything. The truth is by the grace of God that I live. And then the last lie, God's going to disrupt all my plans. No. The truth is, He wants His plans to be my plans.
Oh, that's so good. All of these together. Go back and listen to all of them. It's so sweet. It will help us in those times where we feel like we look at God and we're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And we've got some ammunition to help us.
Yes.
Thank you, Joanna. I thank you so much for doing
thank
these
you
for
letting
me.
come.
I
Thank
know.
you
I
so
just
much.
love it. I just love it.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I'll give you her back to you.
Yes,
Glad to be
I love
without
it.
her.
Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it so much. Yes, such rich truth, and I want you to go back and read these things and write these things down and learn them. And yes, thank you. The special edition has concluded, and but I appreciate you so very, very much. Get you a bestie. Get you a bestie that loves God. Get you a bestie that loves God, loves His Word, is not afraid to pray with you. Get you one of those. It's a treasure. It's a treasure, definitely.
Treasure.
Don't forget, Lydia at 11 in her journey to remain cancer-free. Go be amazing today.